Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start our first chapter of English 1, Class 9. That is Interchange of Sentences. To understand this chapter, you should understand what is a sentence. So, there is the definition. You can see a group of words that makes a complete sense is called a sentence. I repeat, a group of words that makes a complete sense is called a sentence. To know this, there is a formula to frame a correct sentence. That is, subject plus verb plus object. If you remember this, it will be very easy for you to make a complete and correct sentence. Here, there are some examples. Number 1, I love my pet. You can see I is subject, love is verb, my pet is object. So this is a correct sentence. Come to the second one. I have used same group of words, but I have changed them, interchanged them. Do you see? I, my pet, love. Here I is subject, my pet is object, and love is verb. This is not correct rule to make a sentence. Then it is wrong. This cannot be said as a sentence. Come to the third one. My pet, love I. Again, my pet is subject, love is verb, and I is object. But I is not in a proper form. Thus, this is also wrong. We cannot say that number 3 is a sentence. So now you can understand, to frame a sentence, there should be a correct arrangement of words which can make a sensible or meaningful sentence. If you have understood what is a sentence, then we can come to know what are the different kinds of sentences. So there are 4 different kinds of sentences. Number 1, declarative sentence or assertive sentence. Second is interrogative sentences. Third, exclamatory sentences. And the last one is imperative sentences. We will discuss about each of them one by one. So first one is declarative or assertive sentences. What are declarative or assertive sentences? A sentence which is a statement, an assertion or declaration is called as either declarative sentence or assertive sentence. Then it is divided into 2 other kinds. That is affirmative and negative. Affirmative, in general, you can understand affirmative means positive or yes. On the other hand, negative means no. They are just opposite of each other. Example. I gave you one example before. I will take the same one. I love my pet. I love my pet is example of affirmative declarative sentence. On the other hand, I do not love my pet is an example of negative declarative sentence. I hope you have understood the difference between them. I'm explaining it again. Affirmative means positive, where there is no use of N-O, no, or N-O-T, not. But when you use no or not in a sentence, it becomes a negative sentence. I hope this one one is completed. So we will go to the next. This is interrogative sentences. A sentence which asks a question is called as interrogative sentence. All the sentences which starts with WH words or question words. Example, what, when, where, who, how, whom, whose, who. All these are called as interrogative sentence. But there is one more point to add. These sentences always end with a question mark. If there is no question mark at the end of such sentences which start with WH or question words, that cannot be said as interrogative sentences. They can be of some other kind. So we must remember it. Next kind is imperative sentences. Imperative sentence means the sentences which deals with request or command. Such kind of sentences are called as imperative. So here you can see mostly two types of sentences, that is either order, command, or entity, that is request. Example, sit down. It is an order. This is imperative sentence. Second one, please sit down. This is a request and imperative sentence. Understood? Next come to the last one, that is exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences are the sentences which shows or expresses strong feeling, a feeling of happiness, sadness, victory, pain, etc. Any kind of feeling when it is expressed in a sentence is called as exclamatory sentences. And again, the thing to remember is it can start with WH words, just like the interrogative sentences. But the punctuation mark used here is not question mark. It is exclamatory mark. Example, what a room you have. So here, when we say, what a room you have, there is expression, and at the end, we give this exclamatory mark. Another one, hooray, we won the match. Here, there is expression of winning. I hope you have understood all of these. I would suggest you to make 5 sentences on each kind of sentences. 5 declarative, 5 interrogative, 5 imperative, and 5 exclamatory sentences in your notebook to understand it better. After understanding all kinds of sentences, we have come to the point when we can actually interchange the sentences. The first type is, there are many types. You can change any type of sentence into another type. So, first example, affirmative and negative. If you have to interchange any affirmative sentence to negative, what to do? You can see, you are so smart. This is an affirmative sentence. If I have to change this to negative, what is the rule? Only thing is, I have to use no or not in this sentence. Let's see. You are so smart. You are not so smart. Now, it has become a negative sentence. Earlier, it was affirmative. If we just write this, you are so smart, it is affirmative sentence. If I add here not, it becomes a negative sentence. Second, I am not tired. This is a negative sentence and we have to make it affirmative. When we have to make any negative sentence to affirmative, we have to just erase not. You see, I am not tired. It will become I am tired. Okay, so these are two examples how we can interchange any affirmative to negative or negative to affirmative sentence. But here you can see the meaning of the sentences have changed. You are so smart. And when I say you are not so smart, they are just opposite of each other in meaning. We cannot do this. So sometimes this interchange of sentence is correct. But if the question is change the affirmative sentence to negative sentence without changing its meaning, then you have to remember that I cannot directly use not in it. We will use not and find out what is the opposite for smart. For every adjective, we have to find out its antonym. Then only meaning will be similar. So we can make it, you are not so foolish or dull. Affirmative sentence was, you are so smart. Without changing its meaning, I have changed this one into a negative sentence by changing the adjective into its antonym. You are not foolish or you are not so dull. This is one answer. See this another one. Similarly, I am not tired is a negative sentence and I have to change this sentence into affirmative without changing its meaning. The second one, that is I am not tired to I am energetic to make it affirmative sentence. Next example of interchange of sentences is assertive and interrogative sentences. First one is an example of interrogative sentence and we will change to assertive sentence. Why are you wasting time watching movie? This is interrogative sentence. If we have to change this to assertive sentence without changing its meaning, it will be you are wasting time watching movie. Next example is another example is assertive sentence. Everybody wants to be successful. Interrogative of the same sentence is who does not want to be successful? You can see meaning of both sentences are same, but they are in different kind. One is assertive sentence, another one is interrogative. So we can interchange one kind of sentence into another kind and vice versa very easily. Now we come to another type of interchanging the sentences, assertive and exclamatory type. First example is an assertive sentence. It was a dangerous accident. An exclamatory of the sentence is how dangerous accident it was. And see here in assertive there was full stop, but when we are writing it exclamatory, it changes to exclamation mark. Come to the second example. First one is exclamatory sentence. What a lovely day it is. It is an expression and interchanging exclamatory mark to assertive. Exclamatory sentence to assertive sentence. It is a lovely day. So this is how we can interchange the sentences. Another type of interchanging the sentences are not only the one kind of sentence to another kind, but there is sentence containing adverb too. We have to replace TOO2. So how we can replace it? We should understand what does it mean. TOO2 means so or very. So when we replace TOO2, we have to use either of these words in the sentence. Also, make sure that it is the negative of the first sentence. If the sentence contains TOO2, my sentence, when it will be interchanged, that will contain either so or very with negative of the first sentence. See the example? The man is too irresponsible to handle the task. We can change this to the man is so irresponsible that he cannot handle the task. See another example where you can see that use of so is in the first sentence and now we have to replace so with TOO2. She is so clever that no one can bluff her. Interchanges. She is too clever to be bluffed. Done. The last type of interchange of sentences is not only according to the kinds of sentences, but it is the interchange of degree of comparison of an adjective or an adverb. To know the interchange, again, you should know that what are the degrees of comparison. So there are 3 degrees of comparison. First one is positive degree, second is comparative degree, and third is the superlative degree. How to know that which sentence is a positive degree or comparative degree or superlative degree containing sentence? So there is a hint. When you see that a sentence contains as, then adjective or adverb, then as, it is a positive kind of comparison. When you see in the sentence there is use of then after the word either of adjective or adverb, that will be a comparative type. And the last one, when you see the adjective or adverb is written after the, the, then it is superlative degree. When you identify these type of sentences, then we are going to interchange them into each other. Means a positive degree can be interchanged to comparative or superlative form. We will see the example. First example of such interchange of degrees is here. Rita is as beautiful as Geeta. You can see as, adjective as. It means it is positive degree. And this will be interchanged to Geeta is not less or more. Accordingly, both are correct here. So Geeta is not less beautiful than Rita. Next one, Geeta is not more beautiful than Rita. And this is comparative form. Our last example in this chapter is this one. America is the most powerful country in the world. Here there is use of the most powerful, then it is superlative degree. We change this to another degree. No other country is as powerful as America. As powerful as means it is positive degree. And the third one is America is more powerful than all other countries in the world. Here, more powerful than. So this one is comparative degree. I hope you all have understood all these sentences and how to change one kind of sentence to another. Thus, the chapter ends here. But your work is not finished. You have to solve all the assignment given in page number 9 and 10 according to the instruction. All the questions are similar that I have explained to you. I hope you can do it.